artist AJ Moore, and I am going to be reading some quotes out of a book titled Quotations from African Americans. And on the cover, it has Dr. Martin Luther King on the cover. And that was drawn by artist Darrin Thompson. So wherever you are, Darrin Thompson, you did a good job. This was published in 1998. Alright, let's begin. This one is titled, I Dream a World. This is actually a poem. I dream a world where man no other will scorn, where love will bless the earth, and peace its paths adorn. I dream a world where all will know sweet freedom's way, where greed no longer saps the soul, nor avarice blights our day. A world I dream where black or white, whatever race you be, will share the bounties of the earth, and every man is free. Where wretchedness will hang its head, and joy, like a pearl, attend the needs of all mankind. Of such I dream our world. That was by Langston Hughes. That was rather nice. Well, hopefully one of these days his dream will come true. So we're turning to the next page now. And this one is by Gordon Parks. Gordon Parks. America is me. It gave me the only life I know. So I must share in its survival. Wow, that's powerful. That was by Gordon Parks. That was really powerful. America is me. It gave me the only life I know. So I must share in its survival. I can relate to that. Let's go to the next one. This one is by Toni Morrison. When a man angers you, he conquers you. Well now. When a man angers you, he conquers you. So, I will interpret that as, don't let anyone get under your skin. Don't let them anger you, because then they've conquered you. And the next one. The next one is by Dizzy Gillespie. Be as you are, and hope that it's right. Okay. Be as you are, and hope that it's right. I like that. I like that. You can only be as you are. You have to be honest to yourself, so be as you are, but hope that it's right. he said, "Find the good. It's all around you. Find it, showcase it, and you'll start believing in it." Wow. That was Jesse Owens. Now imagine in the time when Jesse Owens, in the 1930s, 1920s, 1930s, somewhere around in there. Imagine for him to even think, find the good in everything that was happening at that time. It's incredible to even think that way. Find the good. It's all around you. Someone else would say, "Are you kidding me?" It's all around you. All the stuff that was happening then in the world and in the country that he was running for, America. Wow. Find the good. It's all around you. Find it. Showcase it. And you'll start believing in it. Wow. Jesse Owens. All right, we're moving on to a musician now. This is really nice. This is by Billie Holiday. And if you ever get a chance to check out Billie Holiday's music, it's really fantastic. She had a wonderful voice. And she once said, maybe this was a song, but if it wasn't a song, it should have been. Billie Holiday. "Them that's got shall get. Them that's not shall love." So the Bible said. And it still is news. Mama may have, Papa may have, but God bless the child that's got his own. Okay, Billy. All right. Them that's got shall get. Them that's not shall love. But the Bible said, so the Bible said. I'm paraphrasing, I shouldn't do that. Them that's got shall get. Them that's not shall love. So the Bible said. And it still is news. Mama may have, Papa may have, but God bless the child that's got his own. I've heard that one a lot. God bless the child that's got his own. All right. And God bless all of you. Oh, wow. The next quote is by Don King. Don King. And Don King, you know, the boxing promoter with the hair, the crazy hair. All right. Don King once said, "It's a business where everybody puts so many daggers in your back, you look like a porcupine." He says, it's a business where everybody puts so many daggers in your back, you look like a porcupine. A porcupine. That's a lot of daggers in your back. I'm not sure what was going on at the time or who was putting daggers wherever. But picturing Don King as a porcupine on his back is interesting because his hair, he could probably be a porcupine if he was in an animated form. But anyway, Don King said that it's a business where everybody puts so many daggers in your back that you look like a porcupine. Don King. Moving on. allergies. My nose. The allergies have got me good. The next is from one of my favorites. One of my favorite people to listen to his lectures, James Baldwin. And James Baldwin always had a lot to say, and he was very eloquent with his words. So James Baldwin once said, "There is never time in the future in which we will work out our salvation. The challenge is in the moment. The time is always now." I can hear James Baldwin saying that, but James Baldwin, he had like a cadence. He would say it fast. In some words, like James Baldwin would be like, he would say, "There's never a time in the future in which we work out our salvation. The challenge is in the moment. The time is always now." Yeah, I like his cadence. James Baldwin's cadence is great. Or he would probably say, "There is never a time in the future in which we will work out our salvation. The challenge is in the moment, and the time is now." Yeah, James Baldwin. Yeah. Okay, moving on to the great Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And Martin was very well spoken, as we know. And Martin said, "The great challenge is to prepare ourselves to enter these doors of opportunity." I can feel that. The great challenge is to prepare ourselves to enter these doors of opportunity. Martin Luther King, he was always, I don't know, he just had just a great way with words and that vision. He always had that vision. It's just fantastic. The great challenge is to prepare ourselves to enter the doors of opportunity. Yes. Yes, because you have to be prepared. When opportunity is there and you're not prepared, you end up missing out. You don't want to miss out. So make sure you have to start preparing yourself, and that is a grave challenge because there's a lot to learn. Let's go and continue. The next one is by Alice Walker. And dear Alice said, "Ignorance, arrogance, and racism have bloomed as superior knowledge in all too many universities." Wow. Ignorance, arrogance, and racism have bloomed as superior knowledge in all too many universities. It was a lot going on then. Wow. Ignorance, arrogance, and racism have bloomed as superior knowledge. I don't know if that's not far off in some places still now. Wow. All right. The next, these are pretty good. These are really good, actually. Oh, man. The next one is by Dr. Martin Luther King, and he said, "I won't have any money to leave behind. I won't have the fine and luxurious things of life to leave behind, but I just want to leave a committed life behind. Wow. Okay. Okay. There he goes again. MLK. I'm telling you guys, MLK was deep. I won't have any money to leave behind. No money. I won't have the fine and luxurious things of life to leave behind, like fancy cars and houses and stuff. But I just want to leave a committed life behind. Whew. And boy, did he. Man. Wow, that's something else. That was MLK. Wow, these are good. Let's go to Anita Baker. And Anita once said, "Whatever I'm doing, I don't think in terms of tomorrow." Okay, Anita, okay. Whatever I'm doing, I don't think in terms of tomorrow. Okay, I can honestly say that I've grown into that. I interpret that as living in the moment. Whatever I'm doing, I don't think in terms of tomorrow. So if I'm accomplishing something, I'm giving it all today. As someone else once said, tomorrow is not promised to you. But yeah, Anita Baker. Yeah, that's really good. And we go back to my guy, James Baldwin. James Baldwin. He said once again, in order to have a conversation with someone, you must reveal yourself. Yes. In order to have a conversation with someone, you must reveal yourself. That's how James Baldwin probably would have said that. You must reveal yourself in order to have a conversation. In order to have a conversation with someone, you must reveal yourself. Because I reckon, you have to be honest in a conversation. And if you're not being honest, then the conversation is potentially bogus. So you have to reveal yourself. Or if you're lying in a conversation, you probably will get revealed just because you're lying. Wow. So in order to have a conversation with someone, you must first reveal yourself. Okay. James Baldwin. Alright, the next quote is from the greatest, Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali said, "He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life." That goes without saying. He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life. How about that? So if you're scared or timid, you're not going to accomplish much. And Muhammad Ali, he definitely accomplished a lot. He was in his prime when he was barred from boxing because he didn't want to go to the Vietnam War, I believe. is something else. Now we go from boxing to music. Ray Charles. Yeah. Georgia. Okay, well, that's not the quote, but he did say that as well. But Ray Charles said, when we die, it's sure enough for the first time. I'll be interested to see how it comes out, but I'm in no hurry. Okay, Ray. Ray said, when we die, it's sure enough for the first time. I'll be interested to see how it comes out, but I'm in no hurry. Yeah, Ray lived a good long life. Yeah, I like Ray Charles. I like his song, I Got a Woman Way Over Town That's Good to Me. Oh yeah, well, I got a woman way over town that's good to me. Oh yes, she gives me money when I'm in need. That's the part everyone knows. That's the sample that Kanye used. She gives me money when I'm in need. That's Ray Charles, for those who didn't know that. But yeah, that was a Ray Charles quote. Alright, Oprah Winfrey is in here. Okay, Oprah, I see you. And Oprah said, I'm black. I don't feel burdened by it, and I don't think it's a huge responsibility. It's part of who I am. It does not define me. Alright, Oprah. Oprah said that. I'm black. I don't feel burdened by it, and I don't think it's a huge responsibility. It's part of who I am. It does not define me. I can understand where she was coming from on that. Another thing, these quotes are out of context. So, you don't know what question was asked or what was her thought before she said that, and what she was even referring to with a lot of these quotes. But they're good quotes, aren't they? Let's move on to another one. This one is by the beautiful, absolutely drop-dead gorgeous Diana Ross. I love me some Diana Ross. But that's another story. Diana Ross said, you can't just sit there and wait for people to give you that golden dream. You've got to get out there and make it happen for yourself. Alright, Diana. You can't just sit there and wait for people to give you that golden dream. You've got to get out there and make it happen for yourself. Diana Ross. Diana Ross. So now we went from Oprah to Diana Ross, and now we move on to the great. Some consider him the GOAT. Ooh, in basketball. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. When I said GOAT, did you think I was going to say Michael Jordan or LeBron? No, people consider Kareem the GOAT. A lot of people do. Kareem was awesome, by the way. Go look up Kareem Abdul-Jabbar if you don't know who he is. And he was also in a movie with Bruce Lee. Okay, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He said, I tried to do the right thing at the right time. They must just be little things, but usually they make the difference between winning and losing. All right, Kareem. I try to do the right thing at the right time. They may be just little things, but usually they make the difference between winning and losing. Doing the right thing at the right time, even if it's a little thing. Alright. That's something to think about, especially for all you winners out there. We're coming up on one more MLK, and we're going to wrap this up. MLK said, again, MLK, we are not makers of history. We are made by history. Oh, buddy. We are not makers of history. We are made by history. That's an interesting one. Interesting. We are not makers of history. We don't. So in other words, we don't make history. I hear that phrase a lot. You made history. No. We are made by history. That is deep on like so many levels. I'm just going to let you interpret that however you'd like to. We are made by history. Wow. This book here is some really great. I sound like Elmer Fudd. I don't think there's any Fudd quotes in here, and Fudd wasn't black anyway. Yeah. This is about African Americans. Sorry, Fudd, but we love you though. These were a lot of great quotes in here. I don't even know which one that I read that was my favorite, but maybe the Diana Ross one. The Diana Ross one is the one that I probably have said, well, a paraphrased version of it. You can't just sit there and wait for people to give you that golden dream. You've got to get out there and make it happen yourself. That is just, yes, I preach that. Yes, I preach that one, definitely. You can't just sit there and wait for people to give you that golden dream. So if you're out there just waiting on something to happen, waiting on somebody to give you something, that, you have to make it happen. And then that one goes with the other quote that was in here. That also goes with Muhammad Ali saying, "He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life." So it goes with that one. Yes. Diana Ross. Yeah, so that one is the one that I've preached a few times. And then Anita Baker. When earlier when I read, "Whatever I'm doing, I don't think in terms of tomorrow." Yeah, you have to live for today. Whatever you're doing, think of how am I going to make it the best I can make it today. Even if you can't finish it today, do your best today. Yes. Do not think in terms of tomorrow. And with that, I'm going to leave a quote from the character Apollo Creed in memory of Carl Weathers, who passed away in Rocky. When Rocky was like, "Oh, I'll get it tomorrow." He was like, "Tomorrow, Rock. There is no tomorrow. then it was the echo. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. Live for today. And thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you on the next one. Stay positive, and I'll see you soon.